Well, hello guys, we haven't started our stream here in a long time, so I could make the intro video work. So here we are at the Cuban Coffee Queen. Guys, welcome to Ki-West. Hello Chris and Big Bear. Hey Peter, Richard and Ron. Hope everybody's doing great. So I thought we would start with a little walk around the harbor area where we haven't been in a while. So of course Cuban Coffee Queen is closed this time of the day. It's a little late for a Cuban coffee, especially Cuban coffees, which kind of tend to keep you awake all day anyway, so not a good idea after 4 p.m. This is the original Cuban Coffee Queen here. And I hope we're gonna have a nice sunset. It is kind of cloudy here, so often that makes the most beautiful colors. So fingers crossed on our way over to Mallory Square. Nice and balmy, felt like 101 degrees here at 7:30 at night on this Friday night. Guys, it is Friday night. Our TGIF sunset stream. We'll go and check out what's going on in downtown Ki-West. Head over to Mallory Square, which should be open again. So Mallory Square was closed during one of our last sunset streams because for the weekend, the holiday weekend of the 4th of July, the city of Ki-West, just like the Florida Keys and a lot of other parts of Florida, had closed down certain things like beaches and everything where people would gather. So the Mallory Square Sunset Celebration was one of them. But we should be back today. So they had just closed off the area a little bit. Let's see if we can spot any marine life.
Over here for one of these days. One of these.
So guys, I'll let you enjoy the view here. Welcome everybody who just joined. Welcome to Ki-West. Hey Manu, Rosie just joined. Hey Brian, Charles, Ryan. Hope everybody's doing good. So as I said before, kind of cloudy, so fingers crossed for some nice colors here. In terms of updates, what can I update you with? You're aware of the bars being closed. They extended this to the bar areas in restaurants for some obscure reason. You know, you can't walk into a regular bar, but you can sit and drink at the bar of a restaurant. So that didn't make much sense. So that has been explicitly amended, just in case it wasn't clear. So restaurants, everything is open as long as you keep away from other people. Duval Street has reopened. So Duval Street was closed down for the entire weekend of the 4th of July so that people can walk all across downtown and spread out instead of squeezing onto the sidewalk. So it was closed for vehicles. That was pretty nice, a little walking street. So Duval open again, 2 cars. Over here, Schooners is open. Of course, restaurants are open, and the restaurants / bars that do have more than 50% of their revenues from food have been operating for quite a while now here in Ki-West. Schooners was one of the first places to reopen. I love that mask. Brian and Brenda just joined. Hello, Sandy. Welcome back. Bonsoir, Jean-Yves. It's getting late over there. So I mentioned in the previous stream, I'm trying to piece this together again. So you know that Turtle Crawl's closed, but the Commodore and Boathouse is moving to the Turtle Crawl's location. And I forgot who is moving into the Boathouse location. It was like musical chairs going on here. And I kind of don't remember what was going into the current Boathouse. So the Boathouse is going to move over to Turtle Crawls. And it is a nice and laid back evening here. It's finally cooling down a little bit. You can imagine if it's still 101 degrees, felt like at 7:30 at night. It's been a pretty hot day. Hello, Chris. Welcome back to Ki-West. Hey, Michael. So here the Conch Republic Seafood has put out some additional tables for a little outdoor dining. So a lot of the places here in Ki-West have extended their dining options to outside. Another good example is Amigos right across from Captain Tony's Saloon. Oh yes, perfect. They put a sign up, so I can tell you in a minute. That's right, it was the White Tarpon. So the White Tarpon, I think, has closed down in January, before all this happened. And so these guys are going to be back right here. So they're moving into the boathouse. The boathouse is moving into turtle crawls. So we have a comeback. White Tarpon is going to be back. Looks like these guys are actually opening. Obviously, we're not April. So it looks like Wahlburgers is about to open. I'm not really sure how a burger chain managed to secure a spot here in the historic seaport. But why not? Maybe some people are tired of eating all that seafood. And guys, we have some tarpon feeding going on here. Let me see if I can zoom in any. So this guy over there is cleaning some fish.
Where's the shark?
Much to the delight of the tarpon here. So whatever he caught, those guys are pretty happy about it. I'm actually not sure that it's really at 4 p.m. because it's definitely not 4 p.m. now to begin with. And plus those guys just clean the fish whenever they get back from their fishing trip. So looks like he's got a nice bag of fish. Somebody's gonna have a nice dinner. Welcome to everybody who just joined us. Welcome to Ki-West. If this is your first time with us, we are a local live streaming channel. Pretty much everything we do is streamed live, all the pros and cons that come with live streaming. So we do cover Ki-West events when there are events happening, which is currently not the case. Actually, I forgot to give you guys an update. I mentioned it briefly in our last porch session yesterday, but I haven't given an official update, so in case you weren't aware, Fantasy Fest for this year has been cancelled. And so has the zombie bike ride. Now the zombie bike ride brings in up to 10,000 people, so obviously that kind of makes sense to cancel that. I think the headdress ball is still happening, so part of Fantasy Fest moved to December, but other than that, Fantasy Fest has been officially cancelled yesterday. But October is still a nice time to come down. Might be a little warm though. So that is the latest update here. Totally forgot to mention that earlier. Probably should have started the stream with that because it's kind of big news for us here. But we discussed this yesterday in one of our music streams. So as I mentioned, we're a local live streaming channel, and we cover local events, we do sunset walks, and we do currently a lot of music streams from our porch because the bars are closed here in Ki-West. So guys, welcome everybody. Welcome to everybody who just joined us. Let's go and have a very quick look at Simonton Beach right here. We have a little bit of time, so official sunset time is, I think, 8:18, 8:19. Feels like we've been at 8:19 for like a really long time. So 8:19, so we have a little time. Let's see how the beach is doing. So again, beaches were just closed for the weekend of the 4th of July. Everything is open again except for the bars. So this over here is the closest beach to downtown Ki-West. So it's really just one block from Duval Street. It's a teeny tiny little beach. It's got a bar here called Loggerheads. They also sometimes do have live music. They serve food, of course, otherwise they wouldn't be open. Looks like they brought in some more sand here. Thank you, Chris, for supporting our channel. Sorry, I don't think the little alerts are going off, the little animations, because I don't have my laptop with me. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. So we have some pretty dark clouds. I swear I just felt some drops here. So that's going to be interesting. So guys, this is the little beach at the very end of Simonton Street. And now we're headed over to Duval Street via Front Street right here. Thank you so much, Anna, for the super chat. Very much appreciated, guys. Normally we have a little bot that is supposed to post. A little bot is supposed to post those little links for you, but I'm not sure if it's actually working. But you do have super chat right next to where you can type in the comments and send us little stickers. So thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you so much. Oh, here comes the ghost tour. They are the doomed. I don't know if you've ever done that ghost tour. Apparently you have to yell at them, "You are doomed." sometimes we do that just for fun. So let's go and check out what's going on Mallory Square. Let's see if some of the performers are back. We had a couple of them back before the weekend of the 4th of July. Then, of course, they closed down during the 4th. So we'll see. Yes, China Joe, we are kind of happy that people are finally wearing their masks. When Ki-West opened on June 1st, we were, to be honest, we were a little bit shocked to see how people would show up here and, you know, just, I mean, we have been closed for so long, and then, boom, those people come in, and a lot of them refusing to wear masks. Which brings us to where we are today, closing down again, closing the bars again. I am pretty sure if it had been managed a little bit better and people would have cooperated a bit more, we wouldn't be there today, but hey, that's what it is. So the city of Ki-West has put up these signs pretty much everywhere around the island, because just the signs that they handed out to the businesses were not enough. So unfortunately, a lot of people running the businesses, restaurants, and before they closed the bars as well, you know, people would just basically insult the staff working there. One of our friends keeps getting really bad reviews on, you know, TripAdvisor and the likes, just because she dared to ask somebody to wear a mask correctly. You know, we made it through phase 1 here and didn't have too many cases, so everybody here cooperated. And then when we opened again, we kind of hoped that we had it under control. So it is nice to see that now people tend to wear their masks a little bit more. Unfortunately, it might be a little bit too late. As I mentioned, bars have been closed down again, and they just amended the restaurants, the guidelines for the bars in the restaurants due to that. And actually a lot of the new cases here could be linked back to bars. So it's not, you know, just some kind of wild theory. About how this is happening and where this is happening. And a lot of the bars actually had closed. A couple of bars, well, I'm not going to say a lot, but several bars had actually closed down before the state of Florida shut down the bars, because some of the employees tested positive. So we knew even before the bars were closed that the bar scene was kind of going to be more or less a hot spot down here. So of course you are supposed to wear a mask even outside if you are less than 6 feet away. If you cannot keep 6 feet away from another person, please do wear a mask. And this is obviously very crucial for things like the sunset here on Mallory Square, where several hundreds of people come together every night. The artists performing obviously cannot really wear a mask unless they're selling something, but everybody who is performing cannot really wear a mask. So for their safety, people are asked to wear a mask. I'm going to show you the cool, if it is back, if they put it back. We have some a local distillery who is making hand sanitizer from leftover rum.
Someone gave us a bud and someone else gave us a joint. And when somebody was rolling another joint by Tom Petty, like 3 groups of people were lighting up joints around us.
So here we go, main entrance to Mallory Square. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Brenda, for the super chat. Go girls, thank you. We will head over to the Margaritaville side in a bit to check if the Catman is back.
Every now and then I do this trick to tell people to go really good. Flip it around, throw it like a frisbee. If it lands on my head, you just clap. Ready? Take a couple steps back. On 3. 1, 2, 3, throw it.
Oh, one more time.
And then just like these. Ready? 1, 2, 3, throw it. Kid's good. I've seen him before. Oh, Landon, that's right. I already gave you money. I got it. One more thing, though. Can you stand right next to me? Just look at everyone. You won't forget this. Take a bow. Let's go like this.
Landon, take a bow. Good job.
You have fun today? Yeah, me too. Hey, Landon, did you ever want to do something like this when you grow up? Me neither. But you got to get out of here and get a degree. Go get one. Any degree, really. Look, I'm a junkie now. Does anybody have a lighter? Does anybody know? Because I couldn't get the Monday. Dude, I can't get the Monday off. And my boss.
There you go for some Romanizer. Thank you so much, China Joe, for the super chat. gas it up. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the channel. Sorry, those little animations aren't playing tonight.
Don't get no more near than right now.
And last till the end of time I don't know. And last till the end of time.
Okay guys, here we go. Sorry, I have absolutely no idea what is going on and why it froze up. Hang on a second, just need to put this on there straight. Yes, hang on. There you go. So I have switched over to another phone.
On the way to the night side, in the sunshine, in the mountain.
So thank you, I'm back, here we go. I have no idea what's going on. Tiki bar coming in. On the bright side, if we hadn't had technical difficulties, I probably wouldn't have stayed here and tried to set up the change around the cameras and everything. So we would have missed out on those colors. Look at that. And we're still gonna head over to Margaritaville on this end of Mallory Square just to see if the Catman is back. So not all of the Mallory Square artists are back just yet. for the simple reason that it's really difficult to perform without a mask. I love it when the guys are fishing here on Mallory Square. It just has this really laid-back feeling to it. Thank you, Melly, for the super chat, and thank you, Sandy. I'm finally able to catch up on the chat a little bit. Quite the afterglow going on here. So guys, just checking. Dominic the Catman is not back yet. Trying to remember how long Dominic has been here. He's the famous Frenchman with his cats, and he used to draw a huge crowd on Mallory Square, so they moved him over here to this area here at the Margaritaville Resort, and he hasn't been back since they reopened this area. Again, would be difficult to do what he does with a mask. Still some afterglow here, and we will head back to Old Town. Via our little walkway here, passing the customs house. Looks like we might have some thunderstorms later today. Pretty dark clouds going on here. So let's see what's going on Duval Street on this Friday night. Those were some beautiful colors. Looks like the gimbal was trying to avoid the tree. Had a palm tree that kind of needs some trimming there. So guys, here we are on Green Street. Gonna be passing by Captain Tony's in just a minute and the Tiki Bar to the corner of Duval Street. So of course the bars are closed. You know all about that. Ooh, that looks good.
That's it. That's it.
So of course here we go, Captain Tony's closed as part of the bars being closed in Key West. Next door the Tiki House is doing takeaway drinks, so while the bars might be closed, you're still allowed to take out your drinks to go. So several places like the Tiki House here and the Bull have opened up to-go bars. And I did park my bike a little bit further up on Caroline Street, so we can walk around 2 blocks on Duval. Strawberry died, okay. They always come up with these interesting dyes. I've seen blueberry, I've seen beer, now we have strawberries. That's really cool. So guys, corner of Green Street and Duval Street. Of course, Sloppy Joe's still closed. Sloppy Joe's never reopened, was the first bar to close here. They actually closed down on the evening of the 16th. All the other bars closed down on March 17th on St. Patrick's Day. That was the first round of closures, of course. And we'll follow them. So not too bad for a Friday night. Now this is the block where obviously we have all the bars. So this is actually the quiet block right now. Of course, Irish Caverns closed. They still haven't reopened. They could reopen as a restaurant because they do sell food. This is where the current busy area begins. I see the phone is fogging up. It is really hot and humid here. So over here the Bull is one of the bars that does takeaway drinks. Drinks to go.
What is it? Sanitizer. Oh, okay. It's like, what are you spraying on?
He's like, I don't want to disappear.
So guys, this is now becoming the busiest corner here in Key West, which is actually the corner of Duval Street and Caroline Street, not Eaton Street, Caroline Street, with the restaurants and to-go bar here. Hot dog vendors, and of course over there we have the Hard Rock Cafe, Fat Tuesdays, Caroline's Cafe. So this is kind of the new downtown now. So it used to be 1 block over, but with Sloppy Joe's and Captain Tony's closed, this is the new place to be, I guess. So guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Again, sorry for the technical issues. Hope you enjoyed a little walk around Ki-West. We will be back tomorrow with a push session, 5 till 7. And I think we're gonna have another one on Sunday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, or join us over on our Facebook page, Right on the Rock.
I see you. Okay.
So we post all the latest information and streaming times over there. So guys, have a great evening. Hope you start your weekend right. Take care, guys, and have a great night. Thank you again for supporting our channel. Thanks for the tips, guys. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.